At some point, if I can borrow part of your banana. I definitely don't recommend hanging onto a GoPro while hiking this trail, because chances are something bad will happen. All right, so we finally arrived at where we're doing our nature hike today. Oh, look, a peacock. Oh. Someone's pet peacock ran around the corner as we came. So it should be interesting. It's beautiful. We're up in the hills or up in the mountains. So definitely very, very interesting. And I don't recall exactly where we were, but I'll figure it out and put it on screen. So this is where they've I guess this is the starting point, and this beautiful wow, nice. Wow, look at that. Gotta love the view. Phenomenal to wake up to every single day. There I am. But it is really hard to describe what this all looks like without actually being here. That's so wild. Ooh, look at that. It's all the green valleys and the endless, I guess, coffee plantations, maybe. Wow. We'll see.
Imagine this being your yard. I was supposed to rally the troops for this hike, but now I'm like, I could just chill.
Yeah.
You go.
Definitely not designed for safety, but you know, this is pretty crazy, this view. Ooh. Yeah. Definitely would be a fun spot to hang out for a little bit. Maybe do some meditation. Do some yoga. Yeah. Yeah, I think this. If I were to go off to some yoga retreat, I kind of imagine.
We are in Envigado city, guys, a city to the southeast of Medellin. We are in the Antioquia departments. Colombia is divided by departments. We are in Antioquia department. Medellin is the capital, and Medellin is surrounded by another 5 cities: Bello, Envigado, Itagüí, Sabaneta, and La Estrella. We are in Envigado city, to the southeast of Medellin. To the east and southeast is mostly the flower growing area, but in here we can also grow fruits and vegetables like avocados, coffee plants, plantains, oranges, tangerines, lemons, strawberries, blackberries, tomatoes, onions, bell peppers, edamame. Basically we can grow anything in here, and we are in the eternal spring city, so we can grow all year long our plantations. But we have to be careful not bringing invasive species, because they can also grow all year long and we can damage our environments very easily. Welcome, guys! We're walking 5 kilometers in total. We have going to the waterfall and then returning. It's like 2.5 miles approximately. And okay guys, let's start. Okay guys, if you see something like shining in the ground, like something glittering, this is called mica. This is a mineral that is used for fabricating makeup. So the shiny stuff in the makeup, the highlighters, the shiny powder is made with this. And in India there's a lot, and the brides, they put it in their foreheads or their cheeks for glowing. If you hear down here, guys, is the water, is the La Cuenca La Miel, the Honey Creek, one of 4 water sources in El Salado Park. The others are La Morena, Chorro Frío, Chiriquí. This is only a part of the Salado Park. This is protected by the government, and this is connected to another preserved park called the San Sebastián de la Castellana Park, also in Envigado city. And these two are connected to the RB Park in the little town of Santa Elena to the east of Medellin. These 3 make part of a larger national park that is called the Corredor Andino, the Andean Corridor. This goes through 3 departments in the country: Caldas, Risaralda, and here Antioquia. And this national park is very important for protecting a lot of animals, plants, water sources, and mitigating a little bit the climatic change, guys. Let's go. And And you know that the guavas, they have more vitamin C than the oranges.
See.
And they are very used in here for making sweets.
Mm-hmm.
They are very nutritive and we love them.
Guayabas.
Yeah, everything seems to have guava in it, which is fine. They're tasty.
Yeah.
We also have the hippos, invasive animals like the hippos. You know that the hippos, they were brought by Pablo Escobar for his personal zoo between Medellin and Bogota in the Hacienda Nápoles. And after Pablo Escobar died, this zoo was abandoned for a while. And from 4 hippos that he brought, they escaped. And now we have more than 200 hippos living in the wild in one of the main rivers of Colombia, the Magdalena River. This river crosses Colombia north to south through the middle. They were in the center, now they started walking, gaining territory towards north. And they are big, they are heavy, they are aggressive, they attack easily other animals and humans. They spend 60% of the time in the water, so they are stepping on plants and animals needed for the ecosystems. And they also contaminate the water because they make their physiological necessities in there. So they are changing a very important ecosystem in the country. Last 4 months, the environmental ministry took the decision of sterilizing them. So it's the last generation of hippos that we're going to have. But the people that lives nearby this hippo settlement, they don't want to get rid of them because this brings them tourism.
Yeah.
A lot of people goes looking for the Pablo Escobar hippos. So they are like in this fight between the government and the people that doesn't want to sterilize them. So still they live like 80 years old, so it's a long way to go. And we also have the lionfish. You know that the lionfish is this spiky, poisonous, colorful fish that was brought from China to Florida, United States for an aquarium. And this escaped with a hurricane. And now we can find it in all the Caribbean countries. So all the Caribbean countries like Puerto Rico, República Dominicana, Mexico, Costa Rica, Aruba, Curacao, Colombia, Venezuela, we're trying to make the killing sprees of the lionfish, so we control it a little bit. You can eat it, it tastes good if you cook it well. And we're helping the nature because this kills and eats everything, even the coral reef. And the natural predator lives in China. You know that the coral reef is very important for the oxygen that we breathe and the oxygen in the ocean. So this is the danger of taking or bringing a species, animals or plants that doesn't belong in an ecosystem. You can unbalance the nature. If you see those houses of the hills, next to those houses it was La Catedral. You know that Pablo Escobar didn't want to be sent or extradited to a prison in the United States. So he made a deal with the Colombian government that he would go to prison, but he would build his own prison. And he chose this city because he grew up in here. He started his narco-traffic business. All his family lived in here in Envigado city. So he loved this city. Strategically, he chose one of the highest mountains because he could see if anyone was coming for him. And he built this prison like a mansion with stables, heliport, casino, discotheque, hotel, soccer fields, a church, whatever he needed in prison. And he also hired his own guards, so he could live whenever he wanted. He had all the control. He was inviting famous people like Maradona to soccer games. So this was like more like a party farmhouse than a prison. And after the government found out that he was growing his business, killing and kidnapping people in this prison, they tried to catch him and he escaped. He was lost like 1 month in this forest. And then is when the real war with Pablo Escobar began. When he started putting bombs in the cities, he paid 1 million pesos to the hitman that kills a policeman. And he also put a bomb in an airplane trying to kill a presidential candidate, where he killed a lot of innocent people. And this candidate knew that this was happening, he didn't tell, and a little bit of blaming there for him. After Pablo Escobar died or suicide or whatever the theories are, this prison was demolished in searching for belongings, money, drugs, like every Pablo Escobar property, and they built a retirement home for elder people instead. Now it's controlled by the church.
Okay. That's crazy. But yeah,
Where did he say he was? Imagine he was like
he's at somewhere up top, but I don't know exactly where.
exactly.
But I'm sure, I know it still exists though, because you can still do tours. Yes, let's hope I don't fall in the river. We'll see what happens. There's always a 50-50 chance of anything, I guess. So, this should be alright. Not so bad. I mean, although if I end up with wet feet, I end up with wet feet. But we can figure this out. Oh well, I've never done anything the easy way, so. But I managed to keep my feet dry. I jumped, but I saw you guys all stepped on that rock, and I knew it was, Buenos dias. What's your flag? Oops. Alright. So, this is going to be interesting. I can do this. Alright. There you go. Water be damned. Nice. There you go. Who said I can't do this without getting my feet wet? Whoop. La 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 la. Yeehaw! So beautiful here.
Pringamosa or ortigas. These are like poison ivies. So if you touch it, you're going to have an allergic reaction for 2 or 3 hours.
Oh.
It vanishes after this. If you have sensitive skin, it can last days. So be careful.
Basically,
We try
don't
to
touch
cut it
anything.
out of the way so you don't be too preoccupied. But we here this for showing you, in case you're going to the bathroom, taking pictures on your own, you have to be careful with this. Spiky leaves, thorns in the stem.
No.
This is the ortiga or pingamosa. I'm going to show you the other one later, okay? But be careful with this.
Basically, the idea is, the idea is don't touch any plants whatsoever. But I think it's that one there. That's kind of like poison ivy. And our friend here. So yeah, don't touch that. Don't use it for toilet paper. Don't eat it. Don't smoke it. And you'll kind of be okay. Mostly. Alright. So we're in the forest. Probably about an hour into our trek. So far, no monkeys. No monkeys yet. Oh yeah, the puma. Oh, the ocelots. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Along with the monkeys. Maybe they all hang out together. Oh, you have a banana in your bag. Even better. At some point, if I can borrow part of your banana, you could be the monkey whisperer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the monkey speaks French. Who knows?
Palm tree is called palmiche or macana, and this is surrounded with spikes like needles. So I'm going to ask you to be very careful what you're grabbing onto. If you're slippery, please don't fall in one of these. If you are falling, please don't grab one of these. And in the ground, you have to be careful with the fallen leaves. If you see, when the leaf falls, they're like weapons, and they have thorns or spikes all the way through. When these spikes enter the skin, the tip tends to break inside, and it's very difficult to get out. This has a toxin that can give you a wart or leave you with fever. These spikes were used by the indigents for hunting. They would infuse these with the poison of the poisonous frog, and they would make projectiles and blowguns for hunting.
Oh wow.
Like apocalyptus. And this wood is very strong. If you see, it's hollow inside, so it's very light. And it was perfect for construction. But it was in danger of extinction, and government decided to protect it. Now, if you're found with some of these, you can get a ticket. If you're found with a lot, you can go to jail.
So do not spill that.
No, just figure out how much do I have to have before I go to jail. It sounds like it might be enough to pay the fine.
What do you want to do with that?
Yeah, just be very careful. But you can use it in case there's any banditos on this trail. We can use it against them. All right, walking across the river. We're going across these rocks. I definitely don't recommend hanging onto a GoPro while hiking this trail, because chances are something bad will happen, but it's okay. I'll do it all for you guys. And yeah, it's also gonna get wet, so be prepared for that. Ooh, that's very refreshing actually. Yeah, it's very nice. It's like a it's like a weird spa day. Ugh. Woohoo! All right. Yeah. So much for not getting my feet wet. That's okay. That's okay. They'll dry off. They'll dry off. Oh, that was okay. Whew. The river is cold. Nice and refreshing too, I guess. So. Yeehaw! My poor shoes. My apologies to my hardens, but you sacrifice yourself in a good cause. We're almost there, I think. Although I have no idea where we're going, so truthfully, I have no freaking clue. We could be an hour away, we could be 2 hours away. But at the same time, in this world, anytime someone lends you a helping hand, you take it. Bon Dieu.
Come on.
Yeah. Sí. Gracias. Jeans also are not very stretchy, so it's hard to really stretch in them. But I figured there might be thorns and stuff, so. But yeah, fun. Oh, good. More river crossing. That's exactly what I was hoping for. No fishies. Oh, they were probably scared away from all this. Stepping across the river. My apologies to them. Alright. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Oh,
has the red nose in the buds and it's very colorful.
Oh.
And they eat this poison ivy. Okay guys, this is another poison ivy. Please be careful. Spikier leaves, still thorns in the stem, a little bit hairy.
Alright. So, yeah, just basically when you're in the forest, don't touch anything if you don't know what it is. Because, especially in any rainforest, everything seems to be poisonous. Or any tropical place, there's such a big variety of plants. They're all trying to protect themselves, so you're just gonna have a rude awakening. Alright, we're definitely getting to a little bit of a denser part of the forest here, which is awesome because it's good shade from the sun, which down here can get pretty intense, not only because we're near the equator, but also because we're at altitude. So we're about 1.5 kilometers up, and maybe even a little bit higher actually. That's just in Medellin. So here we might be getting closer to like 2 kilometers.
Spikes on the right, on the left.
Yeah, we're probably getting a little bit closer to 2 kilometers up as we're hiking up a mountain, and so probably at least 1.5 miles above sea level. So the air does get a little thinner, and also the sun's rays quite a bit stronger because the UV rays are just a lot more intense out here. So make sure wear a hat, wear sunscreen, keep yourself hydrated, and just careful. Just keep your wits about you, because there's all kinds of stuff out here that can hurt you, even plants. So be careful. And of course, taking a dip in the water happens. Keeps my feet cool. And I guess it's a nice spot for a swim as well. And we got the safety ropes. And so far, haven't fallen in yet. But I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that. But it's been definitely wet. So definitely wear something if you're going on any kind of hike. Make sure you're wearing something that can get wet, because there's a good chance that might happen. Especially if you're on a guided tour. And it's probably a good idea to have a guided tour just so you don't get lost, so you don't get attacked by anything, or you don't touch any poisonous plants. And and also, you know, just in case, you never know when you might run into some trouble. So it's always good to have some local, knowledgeable, trusted guides to keep you from doing anything too crazy. Oh, this looks like a used to see trek. I might have to do this with both hands. Yeah, I'm gonna put the camera away. I think this is the waterfall that we came to find. So making my way towards the waterfall. It's a bit of a treacherous climb, but I guess it'll be worth it as long as I get there in one piece without too many strange things happening. So definitely a popular spot for people to take a dip. I'll decide whether or not I'll do some swimming, but yeah, check out that waterfall. That's an interesting waterfall. I'm sure that water hitting you is going to be really, really intense, so I'll see how this goes. So we're finally at the waterfall, so we're doing a little break by the waterfall here. And of course, it's a great time for a snack. And of course, what do I get? My chomps. So once again, I always pack these chomps with me. Love you guys. It's a great snack on the go, and I don't have to worry that it doesn't need refrigeration, doesn't need any kind of maintenance. And it also comes in these little tiny chomplings. Like normally you see me with the full-size chomps, but I bring some of these chomplings where I'm just kind of running around, makes it easy to pack. So, chomps. Make sure you pack them, especially when you go to a waterfall. Although it is very, very rocky here. So, that definitely hurts. Woo! So, alright, they're taking some pictures. So I'll let them there you go. Woo! Alright. Definitely cold. And got about as much as I need to have. Woohoo! And yeah, how's it going? Well, so hot, but it feels like to be in a waterfall. Okay, that's cold. And yeah, if the currents are definitely strong, so lots of fun there. And as soon as they're done, I'm happy to get out of here. So, fun time. That's it for me from the waterfall. Yeah. Look out. Woo! And it's fine. So, see if I can clean that off a little bit. You can kind of see, but definitely lots of water. So, I'm just gonna wait for Princess to go over there, taking some pictures, and so I'll wait till she's done doing that, and then I will get myself under this waterfall. And yeah, wish I had some water shoes, but did not plan this properly. Definitely a lot of sharp rocks below me. So yeah, just wait for them to finish off with their photo shoot, and then we are good. Alright, let me get myself out of here without killing myself. See, that's as good as possible. Alright. Alright, that was highly unpleasant. I mean, the water was cool, so it's nice, but it's all the sharp rocks that are quite painful for the feet. Yeehaw! So that was the waterfall. Pretty cool. And really cold, like any waterfall. Just remember that. Any waterfall you encounter, it's going to be freezing, so be prepared. And apparently up top there are some bird's nests. You kind of see them dangling down, kind of like giant avocados. And it's a bird that migrates here, I think from Mexico or something. If anyone recognizes those nests, you can clarify in the comments, but I believe that's what they mentioned. So, pretty cool. And we're probably not going to be at the waterfall that much longer, so take a glimpse of that waterfall before we run away. Mon Dieu. What do we have here? Lots of obstacles. I was hoping the way back would be easier than the way up, but apparently no. It's pretty much the same. So we'll have to see how this all goes. But okay, not as bad as I thought just yet. But it's definitely giving my ligaments a workout here. And I think in total it's only about maybe a 3-mile trek, just about 5 kilometers maybe, but it definitely feels a little bit more, well, less than 5 kilometers, but because of all the obstacles and all the elevation, the pumas and ocelots and wolves and dangerous plants and oh yeah, there's dangerous snakes too. Definitely takes a little bit more out of you than usual, but that's part of the fun, right? So
Guys, I'm going to talk about this tree. This tree is called borrachero, like drunken one, floripondio, or angel's trumpets. This tree gives a fruit that is a species of cacao or cocoa. And this is a magical fruit because the indigents use the seeds of these fruits for altering their minds, to connect with the nature, make the rituals. But there's some crazy people that just wanting to get high, they eat the seeds without the proper processing and they can end up with brain damages. Because you can tell how high is the doses in a seed. From these seeds, the pharmaceutics, they make a compound that is very used in the medical fields. This is called scopolamine. The scopolamine is used in small doses in patches in the skin, mainly to get rid of the nausea. It deactivates the gastric system so it doesn't let you feel the nausea. So they give it to pregnant women when they have too strong morning sickness. They give it to cancer patients in chemotherapy so they don't feel nausea. In local anesthetic surgeries, they use it so people don't throw up during the surgeries. People that get too sick in boat or car trips. In the eye doctor, they use it to dilate the pupil, and in some countries in Europe, they use it as the total anesthetic. There's some bad people that make a drug that is called burundanga. Burundanga is scopolamine in very high doses. They can drug a person with this. So they make a powder, they blow it to your face, they put it in your drink or in your skin. It works through the skin, through the breathing, or through the ingesting. And after you're drugged, you seem drunken one. And you unconsciously trust everybody. So basically you're a trusting zombie. They can take you to an ATM and make you empty your bank account. And because you trust everybody, you just give them your password, your money, everything. They can kidnap you or even worse. And if you're alive the day after, you can be having memory problems or if it's too high the doses, they can give you a brain damage or an overdose. This also has a flower, a white flower that you can see up here. These flowers, you can put 3 or 4 of these flowers underneath your pillow before going to bed, and you can have these big, crazy, lucid dreams. Almost control your dreams and remember them the day after. There are some crazy people that wanting to get high, they eat the flowers or they make a tea with this, and they can be intoxicated. The same thing as with the seeds, you can tell how high is the dosage in the flowers. So, just leave it to the medical field or put the flower underneath your pillow, don't eat it.
Holy shit.
That's crazy. How are you enjoying yourself?
Nah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
How long you been Colombia so far?
This is our second day.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just a short trip.
Yeah.
First time to Colombia, so we're just trying it out, see
Cool.
what it's like. But it's
Where,
pretty good.
where are you from originally?
Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica, nice. So the climate's probably similar-ish here, so it's easy to get used
A
to.
bit cooler here.
Yeah. Nice. Oh, yes, see. So this is a Canadian.
Bonjour, c'est Andrea, je suis une personne très connue au Québec. Tout le monde me connaît en
Oui,
fait.
oui.
Donc,
Elle est, comme elle est fameuse.
oui, I'm
Comme,
famous.
comme Celine Dion.
Comme Céline Dion.
Oui, oui. Like
Et
Celine
comme
Dion.
Rock Voisine.
And like my friend Rock Voisine, he's my uncle. And so this, how do you like Colombia so far?
I really like it.
Yes.
I like the little hike that we just did. You know.
Yeah, I'm glad no one died.
Les pieds dans la rivière.
See?
On avait vraiment les pieds dans la culture colombienne.
Indeed. I'll translate all that for you later.
Okay.
But and of course you tell everyone to make sure that make sure to subscribe to Travel Eat Drink and like the video.
Yeah.
Especially follow all your channels if you have one.
You should.
How do they do you have a YouTube? Do you have a YouTube channel?
No.
Oh. Well well after this you will, because you're
Of
gonna be so
course.
famous. So yeah, no, it's so much fun to make new friends along this hike, even though I can barely breathe right now. It'll be fun. Yeah, these are good stairs. Yes. Oh, see. I mean, oui. Bonjour. Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment allez-vous? All those other
Très
things.
mal.
Ow, ow. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Très bad. C'est dangereux.
We're speaking.
Where are you from?
Mexico.
Ah, well, that's not. That's too close. We don't care. Run away. No, I can't.
There's plenty in America.
No. He's with him as translator, my life has been so much easier. Because I just started learning Spanish 3 weeks ago. So I don't know very much.
He's a yes man. He says, sí.
Sí, I like to say sí to people, because people talk to me in Spanish all the time, even though they don't understand. So I just wait for them to stop, and then I say sí. So that's my favorite thing to do. And then they get mad at me because they're like, "What? We know you didn't understand that." I go, "Sí."
That's a yes no question.
Ooh. What are fun things? Which other cities were you in Colombia? You said Bogota?
Bogota.
Yeah.
I really love Bogota. Bogota.
Bogota. And what are your tips for Bogota?
Bogota, I will totally recommend to go to the waterfall La Correra, to arrive early in the morning.
Oui. Yes.
And just walk in the street, you know.
And
Taste
Eddie,
the food.
what's your favorite food?
From here,
Yeah, from Colombia. Either Bogota or here.
I mean, I always forgot the name of the plate.
What's it? Describe it.
It's a plate with beans, chorizo.
Oh, the chicharron. No, the what's that dish with the chicharron and the beans? Is it paella or paella? The
Yeah,
paisa or something, or the chicharron?
like that.
Yeah. Something. I don't remember. But the paisa. It is terrible sometimes though. Some of the most beautiful places in the world are so dangerous. Like same thing with Rio. It's breathtakingly beautiful, but it's probably one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen on earth. But it's just so dangerous. I mean, you can be careful and you'll be okay, but you just have to be always be so careful. Yeah. All right, so just finished the hike and survived. It was great. It's quite a workout for your ligaments in your knees. So definitely make sure you wear shoes with some grip. You'll get slip around a lot. You'll get wet. So whatever you wear from the waist down, make sure it can get wet as well. But otherwise, and definitely if you have any mobility issues, probably not the best idea because there is a fair bit of climbing that happens, but it's absolutely beautiful if you can. And it's not a terribly crazy intensive hike, but there are definitely obstacles along the way where things get a little bit crazy. So either way, if you enjoyed this, like and subscribe. And if you want me to cover anywhere else here in Colombia, let me know. And I will talk to you later. Ciao.